I'll get started with obviously, big challenge this week. I'm at home with the Lions coming in. It kind of starts with, really with their head coach. I had a chance to coach against him when he was a player and what he's built up there in the 3 years that I've been here and have the opportunity to play against their special teams unit. Dave Fitt being the coach, was at Philly when I was in Dallas. We went against each other a lot, obviously twice a year for a long time. They have a tremendous return game. Obviously what happened last week with Raymond in the punt return game, it's literally close to or over 200 yards if you take the penalty away, and the big 90-yard punt return for a touch. He's a handle, hard to handle. He's got great speed. He's playing fearless right now. He's playing with a lot of confidence, and certainly he can go the distance. And then on the other side, on the kickoff return game, Dorsey's done a heck of a job. He's had two really big returns. He's got enough speed to go the distance as well. The punter's playing outstanding. He's averaging almost 53 yards a punt. He's got plenty of hang. He's done a good job. He's got 12 in the red zone. Vaki, who's a heck of a rookie coming out of Utah, everybody liked coming out. He's leading them in tackles. And Jalen Rivas, Maven, I call him three name, is one of my favorite players in the National Football League. Been a tremendous special teams player for a long time. He can throw it on the fakes. He can run it on the fakes. He can do all kinds of things back there at the personal protector position, and he's hard to handle in their coverage game. So all that being said, I'll take any questions you may have.
I need some glasses to do that. The forecast for Sunday looks like it might be kind of like it was today, maybe not as bad, but did you guys kick much in the rain today, and how good a prep is it?
Yeah, we had a pretty good day in the rain, and again, fortunately for us in Green Bay, you get to play in all kinds of weather. So we'll have another good day outside tomorrow. I think Coach kept us all outside today for the whole practice, so it was good for us. And playing in Lambeau is always a challenge for people, and I actually think this is their first game outside, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what happens. They got a rookie kicker who's playing really well. Everybody tried to get, and I think he's only got one miss. And if you look at the tape, I'm not so sure that's actually a missed PAT. Kind of goes right over the inside portion of the barrel. My opinion probably was good, but yeah.
Outdoor games the whole year.
Well, I'm just worried about the one we got coming up.
Do you get more time in a week like this than you normally would? They got an extensive fake history that you have to go over. So do you get more practice time than you normally would to account for all the things that they do?
No, we have extensive time as it is. Matt's great about the time and the schedule that we have during the course of the week, and we have multiple walkthroughs throughout the day, and then certainly our practice time. So we have a chance to get it all in. It may limit you some of the things that you're going to do against them because of all the fakes that they've had, a little bit like going into the Arizona game. They were a big fake team in the past, and so you have to prepare for that. And if you remember last year, they were backed up and ran a fake sweep against us a year ago. So they can do it at any time, at any place, and also, the punter throws the ball really well. So we're gonna work to do the best we can against whatever they're going to present to us.
Is it more about preparing your guys to expect a fake, or do you try to actually figure out what the fakes are going to be, or is it impossible to?
Yeah, I think it's impossible to actually know exactly what they're going to do. He has a multitude of fakes over his career, on tape that we've all looked at. And again, you're preparing to play against whatever could happen every team you play against. Sometimes there are some indicators maybe that you think you're going to find, but it's hard. So we play the fake on the way to the punter,
Is that kind of what happened? I think Van Ness blew it up. Is that kind of what happened last year in things?
Yeah, I guess, we were in a 6-2 front actually, and they tried to run a sweep to our left, and we had a bunch of D linemen in there. Van Ness was on there, J.J. Igabari was on there, and I think Carl Brooks was on there as well, so they did a good job against it.
Like, how far do you go back looking at their fake history?
Well, Fipp and I have been playing against each other since 2013, so we have a pretty good catalog of each other's work.
So you go all the way back over that entire decade?
Oh, yeah.
Does being mindful of those fakes take away from the punt rush's ability because you have to be mindful of what they might do?
Well, I think the distance for the first down is kind of, mindful in your calls anyway, regardless of where you are on the field. And then playing against this team who's had some fakes, backed up inside the 20, inside the 25, it kind of gets your antennas up a little bit more. I think they had a big fake against, Tampa backed up inside the 25. So, again, we'll play a certain front that helps us, hopefully to some degree, discourage them maybe. But we got to be prepared for it as we go through the game.
What if
been your impressions of just how McMahon goes about his business on a daily basis now that you've had a couple weeks with him?
Yeah, again, he's a longtime pro. I think I said it the first week he was here, he's very particular in some of the things that him and Daniel work on with the hold and the lean and where it's supposed to be. So to this point, it's been a good marriage. We're excited about, hopefully he keeps progressing and we all keep progressing as a battery with those three guys.
Are their fundamentals better than what we saw last night?
I don't know, but I'm excited to be a Yankee fan. What's that sign say? I'm a Yankee fan today, tomorrow, and forever. That's me. So, I just think it's exciting, really, get to the World Series and to play that kind of baseball, this late in the year. Somebody got to be unhappy, right? I think I talked about that last week. Never come out of a game happy.
With Raymond, is it just his speed? Is that why he's so good?
Again, that's one of the reasons, but no one ever gives credit to the blockers, the people up front that had a good rush and get their hands on their guy and get in great body position and give them a chance to get the corner or get the edge or stick it up the field. So I think it's a combination of, how they're playing, how they're coached, and then certainly his ability to make people miss and to finish. Some guys can make people miss and can't finish, but, right now he can do it all. I mean, he was a handful last year. I thought we had good battle against him last year, both games here and there. So we're expecting him to play at his best, and hopefully we can do a good job of containing him.
Is that what happened against the Titans on a couple of those returns? Because I was looking like, where's the first one or two guys to be down there when the ball's coming down? And, you've got a punter with such a leg. Is that a challenge every week to get guys down there 50, 60 yards down the field?
Yeah, certainly. If you have a 63-yard punt, you'd love to hang to, be in the 5-0 range. If not, if they're doubled outside or they singled. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. I really can't speak to that game. I just know what we're going to try to do is do a good job of building the fence and hopefully stay above the ball and be a good tackling team come game time.